Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So here we'll be doing a complete walkthrough on the 2019 Key Stage 2 Maths test, and this is for our paper 2 reasoning, yeah? Now in this video, I want to go through a relaxed pace and make sure I go through every question step by step. So the most important thing is, guys, that if you're already planning to solve questions, when I get to the question, you could pause the video and have a go yourself and see if you get the same result. Or you could just watch me do it and learn how I use my techniques and apply it to yourself, guys. So without further ado, let's go straight down, yeah? Alright, question 1. So in this grid there are 4 multiplications. Write the 3 missing numbers. Okay, so for this one we either work horizontally, so across, or vertically downwards, yeah? So let's look at the first step. It says we've got 4 times 8 and it should give us 32. So that's a nice easy one. Another one we can go is downwards. So we've got 4 times 3, and this should give us a nice 12. All right. And lastly, we can go either 2 ways. We could do 3 times something is 21, or 8 times something 56. I'm going to go this way because I think this way is much easier. So we need to know that 3 times something is 21. And we ask ourselves, okay, so how many 3's are there in 21? Well, there's 7. And yes, 3 times 7 is 21. All right, question 2. What number is 1000 less than 9072? Well, we just subtract a single thousand away from a 9000. So 9 take away 1 is 8, and we're left with 8072. Easy, guys. Alright, number 3. So order the numbers starting with the largest, so this is the biggest value, and then match each number with its order. Okay, so the easy way to do this, just have a look at all the positioning of the numbers, yeah? So what do we have? So all of this is 1 millions. So then we look at the next digit. So we'll have 0, 0, 0, 2. So this is definitely the biggest. 1,200,000 is way bigger. So that goes here. So that's done. So we've got 3 more. And then we move on to the next digit. So the next digit would be the 0 here, 2, 0. So this is definitely the biggest because 2 is bigger than the rest. So that goes here. So look at the last 2. We move to the next digit. Well, this has got a 9 and that's got a 9, so it's the same. The next digit has got a 9 and this got a 0. So of course this is the next biggest. So that goes here, meaning this one goes here. Yep, and that's it. So here is a shaded shape on a square grid. So now we got to reflect the shape in the mirror line. Ooh, not bad. Use a ruler. So keynote, guys, yeah? Always listen to the keynote. Now for me, I'm going to do it freehand. So the trick is, yeah, you look at the mirror line and all you do is just measure the distance between the mirror. So if we look at this corner here, this is 1 block away. So it must also be 1 block away here. So it goes here. And then we just extend the line by 3 dark lines. So change color of my pen. It goes 3 across. So again, use a ruler, guys, yeah. Now just pick another corner. Let's pick this one, yeah. And we know that this is 3 blocks away. So let's draw 3 lines here. So it must be 3 lines across, meaning it's over here. So that's that corner here. So it's quite easy, it's inwards. So it must go inwards here as well. So carefully sketch it. And notice how this one goes all the way up, the back end. So it must go all the way up until it matches the same height, so around here. And then we extend it 2 lines inwards, so 2 lines inwards. And then match it with the point you made. So again, use a ruler. And it should look something like that. Bit more accurate though. And that's it, guys. This is done. Okay, number 5. So the numbers in the sequence increase by 45 each time. Okay. Write the missing numbers. So because we know everything's going up by plus 45, plus 45, this means that the next number, which will be 245, add another 45, should give us a 290. And guys, you can use a column method if you're not sure how to work out the number. And again, you add another 45 here. So 290 plus 45, you can do it mentally. 0 plus 5, oops, is 5. 9 plus 4 is 13, so 3 carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, so 335. And again, you have to also find the first digit. And we know that at that original number, you added 45 to get to this number 155. So we need to subtract 45. So subtracting 45 is easy. It should give you 110. So here we need to write the missing number to make this division sum correct. Okay, so this is a direct answer. So we need to know that 0.3 divided by something will give us 0.03. Now looking at both of these numbers carefully, we can see that they kind of look the same, except that the decimal place seems to have moved one to the left to end up looking like that. And the only way this happens if you divide by either series of tens like 10 or 100 or 1,000 and so on. If you divide by 10, it moves one place, 100 two places, 1,000 three places, and so on. Because it moved one place, you must have divided by 10. And that's it. Alright, question 7. So Jack pours some dark paint into a container. Ooh. In liters, how much paint is in the container? Alright, so let's look carefully here. So it went from 5 to 4, and this must be in between, so 4.5. 4 to 3, this must be 3.5. Looks to me they went just halfway down, so this must be 2.5. So how much paint is in a container? Well, 2.5 liters. Question 8. So in this sequence, guys, the rule to get the next number is by multiplying 2, then adding 3. So write the missing numbers. Okay, so let's forget the first term for a second, yeah? How do we go from 25 to 53? Well, according to the rule, they multiplied it by 2 first to get 50. So 25 times 2 is 50. Then 50 plus 3 is 53. So let's repeat the steps here for the next one. So firstly, let's multiply 53 by 2. So 53 times 2, well, doing this quickly, 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 2 is 10. So you get 106. And then you add 3 to this one, so plus 3, and you should get 109. So that's one done. Now we're going backwards, so let's think about going backwards here. Now if I wasn't sure what to do, I would look at this term and say, okay, instead of adding 3 in the final step, we're going to subtract 3. And instead of multiplying by 2, we're going to divide 2. So let's take it for 25 now. So 25 subtract 3 is 22. And then dividing it by 2 will give us 11. And that's it, guys. That's the two things done. All right, number 9. So Jack chose a number. So let's call this number, I don't know, x, yeah? He multiplied that number by 7. So 7 times x is 7x. He then added 85 to it. So it'll be 7x plus 85. The result was 953. So all of the result equaled 953. What number did Jack choose? Okay, so this is an algebra way of doing it. So all you have to do is basically go in reverse, yeah? So looking at this equation, to go backwards, we can say, all right, instead of adding 85, we're going to minus 85 first, yeah? Once we do that, instead of multiplying 7, we're going to divide by 7. And finally, that'll give us our answer. So let's do it. So 953, take away 85. So doing this step by step. 3 can't take away by 5 because it's too small. So borrow from this neighbor, the 5. Take 1 out so it becomes a 4. And then just give the 1 to 3 so it becomes 13. So 13 minus 5, that's 8. And 4 take away 8 you can't do, so borrow from the 9. That becomes an 8 and give him the 1. So 14 take away 8, ooh, that's 6. 8 take away nothing is 8. So it looks good so far. Now we're going to divide this number by 7. So I'm going to do this on the side, yeah? So it's going to be 7 into 868. I'm going to use a bus-stop short division method, yeah? So no long division problem here. Now let's see. How many 7s go into 8? Well, it goes exactly once with a remainder of 1. How many 7s fit into 16? Well, you got 7, 14. So it's 2 times with a remainder of 2 left. Now this is easy. How many 7s go into 28? Well, this is the 7 times table. 7 times 4 gives you 28. So therefore, the original number he chose was 124. That's it. Okay, question 10. So a theme park sells tickets online. Each ticket costs £24, so that's per ticket, yeah? And now there is a £3 charge for buying tickets, probably because you have to buy online. Now, which of these shows how to calculate total cost? Okay, before we even look at this, let's see if we can kind of figure this out before we see the answer. Now, it tells us that each ticket costs £24. So this is basically the number of tickets, let's call it T, times 24. So if you had 2 tickets, it would be 2 times 24. 5 tickets, 5 times 24. Now, and then there is a £3 charge for buying tickets. This is a one-off, so we're just going to add a 3 to it. Now, looking at the equations here. So, what do we have? It says number of tickets times 3. Nope, can't be because you're not multiplying by 3. Number of tickets times 24. Add 3. Yeah, I think that's definitely it. Number of tickets plus 3 times 4. Nope, makes no sense. Nope, and makes no sense. So that's the only answer.